Hello, everyone watching the replay. I'm going to wait a couple seconds for some people to come on, send out some invites, and yeah, then I'll start talking. My name is Crystal, and I am a beauty guide with Limelight by Alcone, as well as, hold on, that never works, right? When I say hold on, as if the replay watchers can hold on. Let me just invite some people. Okay. Hi, Tammy. I really wish, I can't wait for them to just have a thing where you could check invite all, so I could just invite all instead of having to pick. But people will get the notification, or they can watch the replay. That's fine. I just wanted to come on and chit chat. I haven't been on, just regular, there's no Halloween stuff today. But, that's not going to just end because Halloween's over. So be expecting some holiday looks and all that stuff to start coming out. But I wanted to come on because my birthday is coming up this month. And I'm always excited for that. Isn't it pretty? I touched it up a little bit after dinner because it's a creamy. This is black cherry. This is, yes, black cherry. It's 001. It's 001 black cherry. And I really don't often I wear creamy lipsticks, but I really like these. So I've been using them more often. And then 3 lip liners. I don't know if you saw the 3 lip liners that came out recent that I think I posted it, but Marianne, they match the Onyx collection. So every day I plan on sharing a little more of the holiday collections just because I think they're awesome. And I know every single year I go to the department stores and I look for holiday collections all the time. Like, this is nothing new. But there's no shame in me, sharing Limelight collections because that's what I'm using right now. That's what I always do. I always share what I'm using at the moment and what I love. So I'm not going to stop doing that. And I hope everyone starts to get on it, because I got to tell you, the difference in my skin and skincare, I have good skin. Like, I don't have skin issues, but every so often I do. So, especially now, like this time of year when the weather starts to switch over, even though today was like 70 degrees, which drove me bananas, because it's like, hi, I'm not about it. I'm not about that 70-degree weather in November. We're in November. So my cuticles, when I'm due for a fill-in, which I am, get really bad. They get really like dry, and my hands, and it's like there's no lotion that I've used that really just absorbs into my skin and keeps it looking nice. So what I usually would do is I have a little Vaseline in my bag, or put it in the car, and I just take, or if I have chapstick, and I'll rub it on my cuticles. But I use my Forticure cream, which I've shown before, and it's been a freaking lifesaver. So this is the Forticure cream. And it's funny because I just spoke to my sister-in-law earlier, who recently purchased it, and she got it for a reaction she was having to hard water. Because, wherever you live, some people have well water, some people have just hard water, and it's messes with your skin. Hi, Jeannie. Thank you. I'm glad. I'm gonna try to do this a little bit more often. I know I say this all the time, but I'm really gonna try it more often. So I spoke to her earlier today, and I was talking about it because of my cuticles. I was like, ew, my cuticles look nasty, whatever. And she was able to tell me that she's noticing a difference in the reaction. So she went to the doctor 2 times, and the doctor gave her like medicated cream. Because, you go to the dermatologist, and right away they give you these strong creams. Some have steroids, whatever, and whatever they gave her wasn't working. So she figured, why not? Hi, Janine. I was just, I don't know how long you've been on, but long story short, she started noticing a change in the skin, the rash that she developed. And I told her to give it a good, week and a half, 2 weeks, and get back to me, let me know, because I know it works for me and it works for my son, but I want to hear from, other people that have gotten it. And it's, it's great if you can avoid using anything harsh. Oh, yeah. I can definitely do that. What I want to try and do is find, but what do you want to know? Like how to conceal, or like, what would work for you? Like what would help you with blemishes and acne scars? What I could do to conceal, so one of the things with scarring and, blemishes, as long as they're flat, right, you can cover them. But if there's anything that is like a crevice or a bump, right, so you would conceal it, but you would still see the actual texture, because that's different. But yeah, I can definitely do that. Sorry, I'm getting texts. I can definitely do that. It would be nice if I can find someone willing to let me work on them, so that, or maybe when I get a blemish or something, I can do it. Because it is easier when you see stuff like that. Like when you see someone with an actual issue, and then, they come on live and they share how to do it, rather than not seeing it firsthand. So I can do that. Or if someone ever, you're in Florida, if someone posts a video where they do it before and after, I'll share that too. But I can definitely do it. But I'm really excited for anybody that's been looking at the skincare, looking at the makeup, looking at, trying to try it out. I think now is the perfect time. Not only because of the collections, but also because they're giving back. So in November, yesterday I posted a link. And so if you look on my page, you could check the link to see. And then I'm going to be posting some more pictures about I think it's Guatemala, India, and one other. There's 3 countries that the money is going to be donated to empower women entrepreneurs. I can't remember the third one. Indonesia? Did I say that? No, I didn't say that. I think Indonesia is the third country. So Limelight is really big on women empowerment, and we always want to do that here, but it's nice that they're branching out. So the money being donated, they're also going to add to their end goal at the end of the month. So for November, being Thanksgiving month, and the month of giving before the holidays and all that. But and these holiday packages are going to make me broke. That's for sure. Because I am a sucker for all that stuff. For the minis, there's like a head wrap. Hi, Beth. Not a head back. It's, what's it called? When you go to the spa and they put the headband on you to protect your hair. It's a headband. So it's like spa band, right? So there's bath bombs. They added a bunch of stuff that will not be in the regular brochure. It's just for the holidays. So it'll be really good. So I plan on doing more holiday looks for work parties, nights out, stuff like that. And then, whatever tips I think about. Random. Plus my art, because I'm not going to not do the art thing. But What else? What else is going on? Who else is here? Talk to me. I'm trying to do a little bit more than I have been. Even if my kids are awake and kind of screaming and acting like banshees, I'm going to try my best to come on earlier for people that aren't on late and they only catch me on the replay. So this sweater is really annoying. I keep looking at it and that's another thing. I'm like looking at myself and it drives me crazy. But I keep trying to pull it up and it's not staying. So another thing is I want to see what people want to see. Like Jeannie was talking about scars, like covering scars and blemishes. But what else would you guys want to see? That would be helpful for me to know. Instead of, the same old stuff. And I did my makeup at like 12 today. I touched up the lipstick because it was coming off. Hi, Evelyn. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? And it's early for me. I was coming on so late. But I can't come on that late as often as I was. Like I have to start coming on a little bit earlier. Hi, Glenda. I cannot wait to get these nails done too. So I have a wedding in November 11th. Yeah, November 11th. I'm working a wedding and I'm going to the wedding. So these will be done on Tuesday. So that's good. I cannot wait to get them done because I am over this. What color do you think I should do? Do you think I should go for like a light sparkly color, or I don't think I want to do dark. I think I'm going to do light this time. What was the thing I wanted to talk to you guys? Oh, the spray. So my Oil Strike spray, which is the finishing spray. Oh, I'm glad you're feeling better. Of course, I'm going to ask. I know you haven't been doing well lately, so so I was using my 10 years younger spray for a while, and then I got the Oil Strike for oily skin. And granted, I don't have oily skin, but I wanted to see the matte finish, and this has been bomb, like legit. So I spray it. I'll show you. So that, oh, it's brand new, so as well. So I'm going to spray it in an X and then a T so that I get my entire face. Ready? And that's it. That's just enough to like get all over my face. And if I've ever done your makeup, you know how I do at the end. But this one has been so good. So you guys got to get on it, man. And let me know when you're ready. Hi, Karina. All the gang's all here. I have my regulars that are extremely supportive, and I appreciate you all very much. Thank you. This was stepping out of the box, except maybe that's why it's like driving me crazy, because it's different from what I would normally get and wear. I'm watching my reflection and I'm just like, I don't know. It was different for me. So, thank you. Thank you, Glenda. No makeup. What? No make. Well, I have my makeup on, so I was gonna come on and I debated on doing something, but I figured I'd just come on and talk a little bit and share what was on my mind, say hello, since it's been a while. Not a while, but like I didn't come on yesterday, so I just figured I'd come on today and say what's up and see how everyone was doing, if you missed me, all that good stuff. Thank you. This is Black Cherry. Black Cherry from the Onyx collection. And I happen to have it right here because, oh, I touched it up right before I came on. So, black cherry is really pretty on any complexion. So, I want the minis too. So put that on your wish list for the holidays, but start shopping. Start shopping early. I had something in my hand just now. They are so cute, and they even have a stocking stuffer, or like a tree, like a stocking stuffer, or you can hang it from your tree as an ornament. But all that stuff gets released tomorrow, so it would still match my nails right now. All the red. What's good, it's a good red for all year. Like, it's not one of those reds that you would think, oh, I can't wear that in, the summertime. I'm okay. I just noticed Evelyn asked me how I'm doing. Thank you for asking. I'm all right. I caught up on some sleep, and my foot is better. I don't know if I mentioned I was having issues with my foot. It's not back, to normal. Like, I still need to go to the doctor to check it out, but it's better than it was. I'm just trying my best not to do too much, not to be on it for a long time. Can we start now? Wait, can you start now? Wait, what are you talking about? I'm sorry, Evelyn. Oh, that smells so good. I just put some on for the hell of it, and I need to stop playing myself because I don't want to waste my products. Isn't it pretty? It really is pretty. One of my girlfriends bought it, that lives in Florida, and then the lip liners came out after. Even though it's separate, they just came out with the 3 lip liners that match the Onyx collection, so it's good. But I'm not wearing a lip liner with this. This is just the lipstick. When I do it like without a lip liner, I just take the point and I carefully... What happened to you? No, I don't know. I think I stepped wrong. So I just carefully take the point and do the perimeter and then go in. But the best way, honestly, especially with creamy red lipsticks, is to use a brush if you don't have a lip liner. You can use a brush and they're coming out with their Luxe brushes, which I did not post in the holiday collection. So I'm going to post that after I'm done live. So you see this brush? You see how small that is? This is a really, really good... Now, it doesn't have to be a Smith brush. It can be, you don't want to get the thing with brushes is you never want to get cheap brushes, because the problem with cheap brushes is the hairs come off, right? So you can get inexpensive. You don't have to spend a lot of money on brushes, but there are certain things that you just have to splurge a little bit on. And brushes, for me, as preference and what I suggest to people all the time, is you have to spend a little bit more on your skincare, your brushes, and your basic makeup. You know what I mean? It makes a huge difference in the application, in how your skin feels, everything. You just notice the difference. It's not that I'm pushing anybody. I've been telling you guys this forever. So, and I've used cheap brushes before. When I first started, I didn't have guidance like we do now. We have YouTube, we have all these different things. But when I first got into makeup, I didn't have any of that. I had to figure it out on my own. And hello from a fellow LL sister in Myrtle Beach. Hello, Tammy. Welcome to my live. Thank you for joining. The good tip for the lipstick. Oh, thank you, Karina. So one of the things that I struggled with, I didn't really struggle with. I was looking for classes. I was looking for something, something to help me move on, like to do more. And this was a long time ago. I want to say when I first started looking for schools or programs, it was probably 1999, 2000, around there. It was my first trip to, well, the first person I ever did anything on, it was around this time, which was one of my cousins. And I did charge her for her wedding. But eventually I taught myself more, and I just got better and better. And that's why I am where I am today. But I took a trip to Florida. It was my first trip to Florida after I went to Israel in 98. So I worked for the Y in Riverdale, and they sent me on a scholarship. I met a bunch of girls there. It was amazing, and we got really close. And a few of them lived in Florida, but one of them lived in Boca Raton, and her aunt was like a celebrity makeup artist. So that was like everything to me, like meeting her, going to her studio and seeing the pictures of like her with famous people and all her makeup and her mirrors. And it was such an amazing experience at the time. And I was like, this is what I've always wanted. Like, I really wanted what she had. And I taught her my lipstick trick. And I don't think I've ever even shared this story with anybody, now that I think, besides Carrie, who was her niece. I used to do my lip liner. Well, that was back when the Chola lips were big. But then I started to change it up, and it was a little more wearable. And my lipstick never came off. My lipstick was always on, and people used to say, how are you eating and your lipstick's still on? Because I always used matte lipsticks. I never wore creamy lipsticks. And I never went out without lipstick for years. So, oh wait, what is this? Hold on. I'm here talking and I'm not reading the comments. I'm sorry. Adesso Beauty School for makeup. Oh, that's great, Evelyn. Oh, thank you so much, Tammy. I appreciate that. How cool to travel. Thank you, guys. Thank you. But now I got sidetracked. So that was like my first experience, and she had opened up a school in Florida, and I'm like, I even considered going to Florida at the time to join her class, just because there was nothing here. Everything in New York was based on hair, right? So, which is fine because I enjoy doing hair, but my first love has always been makeup. Like, that's always been my favorite. So then it was 2004 when I finally decided to go to cosmetology school. And I was like, you know what? Even though I love doing makeup, it'll benefit me to go to cosmetology school and just have my license, because then I won't be limited to just doing makeup, right? And but it was a bad timing for me. I continued doing makeup, but I wasn't focused. I wasn't mentally ready to actually go to school, because people think cosmetology is just, oh, piece of cake. Oh, this girl wants. No, it's not. It's not easy. It's not simple. I know girls that had to take the test over and over again until they finally passed it. So I quit, and then I traveled a lot, and I was bartending and still doing makeup, here and there, but that wasn't like my focus. I was just living my life. So then I went back to school, and I actually did it in Pennsylvania. And I realized that this was after me trying to move to LA, and, I just was trying to figure out what I should be doing, wanting to be a singer and a cosmetologist. So then I went back to school, and I realized that I was ready, and I finished. So that's why I am a licensed cosmetologist, but I've been a freelance makeup artist for almost 20 years. focusing mainly on brides and, special events. Not. This is one of those things that I was taught is you kind of have to pick the industry you want to be in, right? Like, some people want to be able to do everything. I want to do TV. I want to do film. I want to do models or bride. Like, you can't really do it all because of scheduling and expense. Like, there's a lot involved. So, and I realized that I actually do enjoy doing brides. I don't love all brides. I'm not going to say I do because I definitely don't. But I enjoy the whole process. I became a bridal consultant. Like, that's what I do. I can talk to anyone who's going to get married and help them every step of the way because of my consistency. Jen, where are you? I'm left to my own devices here. Oh my God, that's right. You're in Vegas. I forgot. I came because I come on here and I do makeup and I don't ever really like talk about stuff. And I was watching one of our executive, like one of our other, LL girls, Limelight, who she's on the top of the chain, right? And because she's worked her business and she's pushed herself to get to that point. And she said so much that really, great story. You look like you're in your 20s. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that, Tammy. But her name is Christina Hernandez, and I've watched her. I've been with Limelight, three months now, and I've watched her, but I never really watched her. Like, you hear people and you connect with them, but today, for whatever reason, what she had to say just resonated with me, and it pushed me to come on live because I said I was going to come on yesterday. I didn't. Today, after I watched her, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go on, and that's it. And I'm going to make sure that I continue to come on and repeat whatever it is that I'm sharing. And if I got to repeat my stories, I'm going to repeat my stories, and I'm going to keep pushing my business because you know what? I want to have that freaking house that she has, and my business should be there. Like, I should be at that level right now in my life, and I'm not. So, Christina Hernandez, she has the Maven group. Tammy, when I'm doing the comments, you should know who she is. I'm sure you know who she is. Yes, there you go. Because she knows who she is. No, I didn't give up, but I did get sidetracked often. And now I feel like I've been on the same, path. So, and it's good because this is my passion, and I love helping people. I'm always giving people tips, whether they pay me or not. I'm always helping. So it's like, why am I not reaping the benefits? I am now. So I am going to get there. But she was really just like, I don't know. She has that thing, you know what I mean? Like that thing that some people just need to get them going. So, but I was talking about school and finishing school, and then what was the other story? Can you backtrack me? Because I totally started talking about Christina and I forgot what I was saying. So if anybody was, and that happens often, so I end up sharing a story and then I'll go into another story and then I'll start again. And if you can follow, that's great. But I do it all the time, and my friends know that. If Jen is still on here, she can vouch for it. I actually did a lot of my friends makeup for their wedding. So the wedding when you guys tell me where I was talking, what I was talking about, I can backtrack. But one of the things that I helped my cousin's the one getting married on the 11th. And yes, she is paying me. She hired me for her wedding, but I'm also a guest. So one of the things that I do when I am a guest is that's when I give a discount, because I'm going to be giving you a gift. So I'm not going to charge the full amount. But she wants me at her beck and call completely. She's like, I want you to be there early. You're going to do my maid of honor. I want a change of hairstyle for the reception. And, you know, are we going to have enough time? And she's very like, she's not a bridezilla at all, but she definitely knows what she wants. And I'm like, that's fine. So here's my price. here's what I'm working with. And lip lining secrets. That's what I was talking about before I got sidetracked, right? Okay. I think I remember. And that's why some people swipe the comments, because they get distracted. I showed you the brush, that's right. So I'm going to show you this, and I'm going to finish telling you about the wedding and why I did what I did. This was the first brush that I showed you. That's a really good lip brush. Besides the regular lip brushes that you guys get like with kits and stuff, and the hairs, that's what I was talking about. I'm definitely on like 1,000 today. So I appreciate you bringing me back, Linda. So we have this angled brush also. See this? Do you see how small the tip of that is and how flat? That is perfect. So this is like the perfect brush. Besides this one, this when especially doing red, because you know how red bleeds, and you want to, oh no, I'm frozen. Hold on. Let me take off the Wi-Fi. Okay, am I back? Okay. Let me know if I'm back. I'm going to swipe it back just to see. Okay. Yes, I'm back. Okay. That was so weird. I hate when it freezes because I just keep talking and I can't tell if it freezes on my end, you know? I'm going to show you another lip brush because these are definitely some of my favorite brushes, and I really do hope that Limelight comes out with one similar to these. I will be sending my recommendation because I also do lip art, you know, for those that have been watching me for a while. I started my videos and like my pictures, my Instagram with lip art, right? So it made me venture out into finding the best lip brushes. And so far, Smith brushes are my favorite. But there's another one that I use for clients, like if I'm just putting regular lipstick on. I have to clean so many of these brushes, it's not even funny. Hold on, let me... I don't know where it is right now. It might be in my roll-up. I think it's here. Hold on. I have one of these roll-ups when I have a gig. So when I did the Joker makeup the other day, I brought this roll-up with me just so I would have it like quickly and I could just roll them out. And I still have to clean this. So look, this one got the white paint on it. And this is a great one because you put your brushes in and you just bring down the flap. And it's really easy. So here's one. And then I have this one. And then, so you know the retractable? There it is. I'm going to show you a few different kind that I use. Again, these are definitely my favorite ones. But this is also for more detailed, to get that crisp line, That's why I love these brushes. Some people may not want it for that. So if you just want a good lip brush and you don't want to go with that one, Real Techniques has one of their smaller brushes. So this is a really good small brush. Hold on. Why is it not focusing? Come on. Come on. Well, you can see. So it's one of their smallest, what is it called? Let's see if it has a name on it. It's a detail brush. So you can use this for your eyeshadow, like if you want to really get into small areas, or you can use it for your lip. There are no rules, really. Like, you just do what you want. Then I have, this is one of my SFX brushes, but I use this a lot. You see the shape of it? But again, none of these, I don't have any issues with these, the hairs coming out, because that's major. You don't want to have hairs all over your face. Then this is from Sigma, which is another lip brush. You see that? So you get the idea, right? Like, if you end up finding one with a company that you love, you know, like I said, Limelight does have brushes. They are coming out with their Luxe set. So if you want to hold off and, you know, get from them, that'd be great. But you're not limited. And it's always better to have more than one anyway, because when you are cleaning a brush, and which we should be cleaning our brushes even though you're not working on clients, you should always take care of your brushes. And that's how they last longer too. People, you know, tend to forget that. So I clean my brushes with brush cleaners, natural brush cleaners. And I just bought one, which I'll share. This is the latest one. I just got it brand new. I showed it the other day when I opened the package. And what's good with these is they're vegan. So they're made really well. This one has, I'll tell you right now, this is coconut purified water, natural coconut oil, palm oil, sea salt, sodium hydroxide, tea tree essential oils. So all of these things are really good for you and for your brushes. So natural hair brushes, synthetic brushes, like either one, you just put, and I said that a while ago I was going to do another video cleaning my brushes, but you just wet it a little bit, you swirl it in here, and then you rinse. And if you do it often enough, your brushes won't have that buildup. Because a lot of people forget, and then they end up having reactions, and they think it's the makeup. And sometimes it's really your brushes that are dirty, and you need to clean them. Not even semi-professional with my makeup left, but maybe I'll meet you at Palooza in July. I'll get to do mine. I'm going to continue watching and try to learn. Oh, listen, most of the girls aren't, right? Like, and it's okay because you learn. And unfortunately, I don't want to say I'm not going, but as of right now, I'm not going to Palooza. And I'm a little sad about it, but I was not able to secure it. And what's interesting is that my brother, I have two brothers. I have a twin brother that lives in California, and my older brother just moved to Arizona, which is where Palooza is going to be. He moved about 3 weeks ago. So who knows? Maybe something will work out and I'll be able to go in July. But that was the original plan. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to set that up yet. So we shall see. I was trying to get the ticket before the price went up, and then and I want to meet all these, you know, people that I've been watching and communicating with. So we'll see. No, it's not too late. I'll have to, you know, spend a little bit more on my ticket, but getting out to Arizona and having the 4 days, you know, with my kids and just figuring it all out, it's not easy. So, oh, thank you, Liz. I appreciate everybody, you know, sharing my videos and commenting, and I know that I've been a little more consistent than I have been in the past. So I surprised myself with some of the looks I pulled off for Halloween. I'm not done because I have a whole list of looks that I was supposed to do and I didn't get a chance to do it. But oh, so okay. But and then for next year, they're not doing the swag bag, but understandable that they're, I get it. With sessions for what? Like makeup sessions? Like, I get why they're not doing the swag bag this year, because it probably costs a lot of money when it came down to sending them out, like shipping them out. They're probably like, oh my God, I got to send all this out now. And, it's heavy. So I was talking about the wedding too. So the lip liner tip, I did the brushes, the lip liner tip. Oh, so then also, I've showed you before with the concealer around the lips, especially when you're wearing red. So you always want to take a nice flat brush. This is my go-to brush, and you can see how it got, like, it broke right here. I don't even know how that happened. This is one of my art brushes that I got about 6 years ago. And you see that? And it's still my favorite concealer brush for my lips, for right under my eyebrows. That's like been my thing. I don't use anything else unless like I leave it for some reason, then I'll use something else, but for the most part that's my favorite. Oh, and I keep doing that, and I'm afraid I'm gonna take my nail and just give myself like a slash, because this will spread. I was a scarecrow for Halloween. I wish I seen your video before. I loved it. Oh, I'm sure you did good though. Did you post pictures? I have a wedding to go to September of next year. Sure. Just send me a message and we'll book it. So I attempted to do the classes. Like, people have asked for one-on-one classes or group classes, and we were going to do a session at one of my girlfriend's house with about 10 girls, and they would prepay. Then we would provide, drinks and cheese, or, just have like little hors d'oeuvres. But a lot of people say they want to do it, and then they didn't confirm. So now that I'm with Limelight, I plan on having more a party. I want to have people host the party. And, because since I do charge to do makeup, I'm trying to figure out how I can make it work for the hosts. It'll be a shopping event, but a class at the same time. So I'm trying to figure out the logistics, but I also created a private Facebook page. So if anybody wants to get included in that, it'll be like for VIPs, anybody that really wants to know what's going on and, the inside scoop. Maybe I'll put out information there first. Just leave me a comment, or you can leave me a comment here, and I'll automatically add you at the end of the live. So I created that page about a month ago, but I've been so focused on everything. Hi, Kathy. Yeah, so I'm trying to make sure that I get that done. I just know that once the holidays come, people have parties to do and events and shopping and this and that. So it gets a little crazy. So hopefully, if I can't do it before the end of the year, for the new year. But I want to start going live in that page also. So I want to have like a joint thing where I'll come on here, of course, and then I'll have just like special things in there where I'm specifically talking about, tips and, new items that get released and how to use them and how they're working, and then other people can share. So I think it'd be really nice. Well, I would hope so, because I was trying to do it where just don't make it too expensive. Just don't make it too expensive. Listen, I give away a lot of free advice all the time. So no, it wouldn't be, I wouldn't do that. It would definitely be something that everyone can afford. Even though, Kathy, just my presence alone, right? Like, you should just pay without the tips. Yeah, it would definitely be a pre-sale thing, and I would include whatever is going to come with it. Because I think what I originally wanted to do was have people bring in their makeup bags. I would have all my stuff, and then you bring in what you normally use, and I could even like do a session where I go through your bag and I help you figure out like what works, what doesn't work, anything. Yes, prepaid. Not to just buy Limelight, in general, like what you should be using for yourself, and you know what's helping you, what's not helping you. I've seen some crazy makeup bags, like really, really bad. Then I also I wanted to do little like sets, right? So you would come in, if the class is small, the group is small, then I can, it could be more personal rather than, Liz, anything like that, just send me a message, because it all depends on what exactly you want, the day of the wedding, where it's going to be, where, all the traveling and stuff. So it's better if you just message me, and then I can give you all the details. Yeah, because a lot of times people just don't know. They really don't know. And most of my brides or clients either don't wear makeup. They do now, but they didn't wear makeup, and they thought like, I can't wear it. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to buy. And just picking and choosing, getting the right colors, going to Sephora, getting the wrong information, because a lot of the girls that work there are just there to sell makeup rather than actually know what they're talking about. So I'll work on putting something together and see how it goes. But I could also do a virtual party, or virtual one-on-ones, offering up different things like that. So if someone is living in another state and they can't, they're not in New York City, they can't come to an actual hands-on class, then we can work something out like that too. There's so many different ideas, so many different things that can be done. Like one of my girlfriends in Florida, like that's how I've helped her through text message, through, we talk on the phone, and I always tell her what it is that she needs to do. Because I have a problem choosing my foundation. Yeah, well, a lot of times too, you might need 2 colors instead of 1. But like, they just came out with 3 new shades from Limelight. So Marianne, who you guys have watched, she used to use 2 different colors, and she just got the Shinto 3, and it's a perfect match for her now. So it's less work. Yes, Karina, that would be you. That would be you. We'd have an online virtual session. I wear foundation because I think I look older. That's not crazy at all. Because what happens is when we do put makeup on, sometimes it enhances what we have. Like for people that don't wear makeup at all, it almost like they can't really see the wrinkles or the skin texture, but if you're doing your skincare properly and really working into it, it won't be as noticeable. Oh yes, you can do virtual too, Tammy. But Tammy, are you using everything? Like, how long have you been? She's a Limelight girl too, so do you feel like you just Like, what happens after you do your makeup and you look in the mirror? Because I have these lines. Actually, I've been using my Sotox. Where's my Sotox? I've been using my Sotox and my One Drop Wonder to eliminate the lines, and they are softer. Because usually when I'm wearing my foundation, my frown line, these lines up here, they show up more. So you're definitely not alone in that department. But nobody's looking at you up here either. Like, I told my cousin the other day when I gave her her second trial, and she, oh, you've been with them since January. So have you noticed a change in the makeup that you've been using, or is it just like a complex that you have? My cousin does not wear makeup at all. She doesn't even use moisturizer. She drove me crazy when she told me that. I was like, what do you mean? And then I like touched her face and I was like, I can tell that you're not using moisturizer. But then there are some people who are just okay with that. Like, they don't want to add certain things to their, you know what I mean? Like, they're just fine. They're like, nah, I just use soap and water and I'm good to go. I'm like, all right. So I'm not pushing anything on her. I'm not telling her what to do, but I had to explain that she hired me to do her makeup. So she has to bend a little bit. You know, she has to understand that there are certain things that I have to do in order for her to look a certain way. You know, like you don't just slap on some eyeshadow and lipstick and call it a day. Like, it's a whole, you know, it's a bunch of steps. And she's fine, but it was a struggle. Oh, definitely love the change in my skin. Well, that's good. I'm glad that that someone else is on here that can see that, because it's true. It's not I have not touched. I have my creams. I have all my creams. I have my moisturizers. I didn't run out of my previous things. I just don't touch any of them anymore. Like, this is all I use. I have my cleanser here. Look, I'm not kidding. This is what I use. I should just dump all this other, which I'm not, because maybe I'm just a little bit of a hoarder, we're supposed to throw our stuff out, right, when it gets old. But I might create a shelf with just my old bottles and put them up there. Little like montage of all my old makeup. Oh, so you use all the skincare, but you don't use the foundation on your skin? Have you tried it yet? One thing I do love about the foundation is it doesn't sink into your skin because it's wax based. Okay. Evelyn, I'm sorry, I didn't even see your message. It depends on your skin type. So if you are, for instance, I'm more like on the dry side, so I use Skin Therapist. I use the Skin Therapist. And then Calm Balm, I believe, is for normal to sensitive. Oh, so you're more normal to sensitive, right? Because if you are, then Calm Balm is for you. But hold off, because tomorrow is launching of the Makeup Graveyard. Yes, Makeup Graveyard. Like, RIP to all the stuff I used to use. And so I'll have like one side with that and then the other side, because I do have to condense, and I still use other products. You guys know that. I don't just rely on Limelight. It's just been my core for skincare. That's for sure. And my daily routine has been all Limelight as well. Well, the magnifying mirror is not our friend, but it is my best friend when I'm tweezing my eyebrows or, you know, taking out anything. So Skin Therapist would be for you, Evelyn. The holiday collection is like giving me anxiety because it's just so pretty. Everything about it is like, really? so nice. But I'm happy that they're releasing hopefully everything works out and it releases tomorrow, because it gives people enough time to either save for it or, start giving their lists and getting it, putting it away, or and I think I'm going to get the brochures sometime this weekend. Like, I looked at, what was it, the bath bomb for the One Drop Wonder bath bomb. I'm like, what? No, hi. I need that in my, nope. Wait, what? Karina, what are you saying? Nope. For. I got excited about the bath bomb when I started thinking about it. If I had the pictures, I'd show you right now. But if you go through my holiday collection album, then you can see the pictures that I posted. And when I get the catalog, I'm going to take it with me so I can share. Wait, what did you say nope about? Yeah, the One Drop Wonder bath bomb. My jewelry. What do you want to know about my jewelry? Oh, so the bracelets and stuff that I make. I have not been focusing on my jewelry line because I've been so busy with, and I gotta stop saying that because it's becoming an excuse, right? I'm just making an excuse. So I do have my jewelry line. I do still make it when I can. But I guess if more people, mention it, like wanting it, then I can figure it out, especially before the holidays. The mirror, not our friend. Oh, yes. The mirror, the magnifying mirror is not our friend. No, it's not. And then how many of us sit there, like, examining every little crevice in your face, and you start, like, just doing bad things. It's just not good. So the least amount of time you can spend in the magnifying side of your mirror, the better. For sure. So the bracelets that I made for Marianne were all related to her, right? So everything she told me, things that she liked, that's how I ended up creating them. And that's honestly how I started making the jewelry in the first place, because I had just had my daughter, and it's not something that I never did before because I used to work in an art department, and I always went to flea markets and festivals and stuff like that, and I was always gravitating towards stones and crystals and gypsy like jewelry. So then after I had her, she was about 1.5 years, almost 2 years old, when I said I wanted to start a business with her name. Like, I wanted to create something that she could maybe one day use, do, whatever. And the makeup was one thing, makeup and hair, that's like my thing, right? But creating jewelry or creating anything, which is why I named it Avery Rose Designs instead of Avery Rose Jewelry or Avery Rose crystals, or, whatever it was. I didn't want it to be limited to just jewelry. So that's what birthed Avery Rose Designs. And it's spelled Avery. It's like her exact name. Christina, a lot of my sponsors actually have frontline. You go. Oh, really? Your sponsor is her frontline? I don't know. I know about all that stuff, but like, the branches and, all that. I'm like, No, but I like her. I liked her. I like her message. I like her enthusiasm. I like her. I like that she says, "This is what I'm doing, and this is what I want. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I did." You know, it's not maybe or I can't or she's very motivating. So today's a good day, and every day is not a good day for me. I can honestly say that. Like, every day is not a good day. So when I'm off on hiatus for a few days, it's usually because I just can't work myself up to doing this, to creating, which is what happened with my jewelry. Creating was what helped me out of that funk, that depression, that postpartum, if I focused, and watching YouTube videos of makeup artists that started the YouTube thing. It wasn't now that happened. It was then, when they didn't have HD videos, when they were doing videos in their bathroom. Like, Candy Johnson was one of the first makeup artists I started watching on YouTube. Was she the first makeup artist that inspired me? Absolutely not. But she helped me at one of the worst times in my life after I had my daughter. Like, it was really, really hard. And, I share this with friends. I've never shared it on live, but it's been an ongoing, struggle. So when I started making the jewelry, it gave me something else to focus on, and my pieces were created custom. Like, it was per person. It wasn't, I just feel like making a bracelet and stringing them along. No, it was always intricate. There was always a story behind anything I made. And anyone that has purchased a piece from me knows that we had a conversation. And even if they bought gifts for somebody, I would say, okay, well, tell me something a little bit about who you're buying it for. And that's how I would create the piece. So I could never just sit there and say, okay, I'm going to make 10 bracelets the same exact way. I could have done that. I could easily have done that and probably made all the money I spent investing in that business back. But I couldn't do it. I just couldn't find it in me to do that. It's really, some people don't get it. And I feel like the reason why Marianne got a few more pieces was because it was her birthday. And I wanted to give her something, but I wanted to make her something. I didn't want to just go to the store and get her something that maybe she already had, or it was more meaningful. Let me backtrack. It's when I started getting into it, and then your comments went up. Crystal, please let me know about the products. What products, Evelyn? She's great, inspiring, but I can see it in you in a softer way. She's a little harsh. She's a little harsh, but I can appreciate the harshness to a certain extent. I'm not all peaches and cream 24/7, but some people, I feel, which she might be one of those people that just feel like if she sugarcoats it all the time, it's not going to push those people that need the tough love, right? But then when she's a little softer and more motivating, then she's going to reach out to the people that connect with her on that level. So, but I hear you. It's definitely different, and you can't, hold on one second, please everybody, but I could see exactly what you're talking about. Getting up early, doctor's appointment. Good night, everyone. Have a blessed night. Good night, Evelyn. Thank you for coming on. That's good. It was therapeutic for you. A good outlet for you. We all have struggles. I went live making deer jerky, but still haven't done live with my products. That's an issue. That's so funny. Deer jerky. I've never heard of deer jerky. Where are you from, Tammy? I think you wrote it before, but can you tell me again? Yeah, so all the pieces are always personal. Like, unless somebody just says, hey, make me something basic or whatever. But even then, I feel like my energy goes into every piece that I make, and then goes to whoever I'm sending it to, you know. It has this, it's the same thing when I'm doing someone's hair or I'm doing someone's makeup. You know, when we touch each other, we have energy, we're giving each other, like, you feed off of the people that you're around, which is why I also don't accept every client. Oh, Myrtle Beach, that's right. I don't accept every client. Sometimes, I'll have a consultation and then just, it won't feel right. It just won't. And some people do it just because it's money, right? So they'll take any client that comes their way. But for me, it's more than that. Which is why I'm not where I should be. But I don't want to change that part, especially with accepting clients, because you could pay me all the money in the world, but you're not going to treat me like crap because you're paying me, you know? Son, husband, grandson, hunters. Well, Karina is from Texas. So I'm that connection right there. I'm assuming. But I've never had deer. Have I ever had deer meat? Yes, I did. I had deer a long time ago. It was like sweet, right? Maybe because of the seasoning they used, it was sweet, probably. But I had it for Thanksgiving one year when I spent it in Brooklyn. We went to Brooklyn and we had it at a family friend's house. Not ever again, but that was the first time and the last time. I'm not a big meat, feel a bad juju. Yes. I understand that I've been running a business for 32 years. You can't please them all, nor do I want to try. Exactly. And it's okay. It's okay to make that decision, because a lot of times you do it for the wrong reason and then you're just miserable afterwards. And some people, there are a lot, especially in this industry with, makeup artists today. Everyone's a makeup artist, right? Everyone is a professional makeup artist at that. So, and that's fine. Like, if you want to call yourself a professional makeup artist and you want to reduce your price to like 75% cheaper than what I do it for, and that's who you want to go with, more power to you. I'm not going to reduce my price or give freebies to get a client, because I don't feel like I have to do that anymore. Like, I never really did that. I never did that. It just came naturally to me, So, I make it, I don't eat it. It's different flavors. So that's one of the things that I tell people. I'm like, listen, I understand I may be pricier than whoever quoted you. Maybe I'm even cheaper than someone else, because I know that my prices are in between, and I try to make it work, especially for someone I feel deserves to have someone, pamper them on their special day or on a wedding day or anything like that. I go above and beyond, and sometimes I do a little bit more, and I won't even throw that in and say, okay, well, you're gonna have to pay me, the hourly rate or whatever. Yes, don't become a robot. You made 5 flavors? Oh my God. Those websites too where you could sign up for, like, people sign up for weddings, like when they register, and I can just take on all these gigs and no big deal. But no. Plus I have to worry about childcare too, so that's another part of why I can't always take the gig. But mostly for the connection, right? I'm the same in my business. So what else do you do besides Limelight, Tammy? I'm just here chatting away with you guys tonight. I'm like, this is going to be a long live, and if anybody's watching the replay or coming in, hi. But I'm sharing a lot tonight, so, you know, it is what it is. Hi, Brenda. Like, Brenda went to school with me. Her mom was my teacher at cosmetology school. And we got really close. And they knew that, because you don't learn makeup in cosmetology school the way, you know, people think you would. It's just like basically nothing. I learned nothing. I was teaching. I was the one sharing my experience and my window tinting business. Like, every business is the same when it comes to customer service, right? Yeah, I was the one going in there with my stuff and teaching. So funny. One of the first women to do window tinting. Look at you. That's awesome. I think that's one of the things that got me really excited about working with Limelight. How they love women and they love empowering women, and reminding everyone how important it is to be your own boss and be strong and independent, you know, because there are still so many that rely on, you know, their husbands, or just doing the bare minimum, or not stepping out of their comfort zone and doing stuff like this, like pushing them to come on live and just share their experience with other people. So, and I love that. I think I was always open to things like this. I was just never like out there, you know. Social media has changed that. It's allowed us to do things like this, but I was gonna do, you know, I was talking about getting on YouTube when I used to watch Candy Johnson. I'm like, I can do this, like I can totally, but I never did it because I did not feel like I was ready. Like, I was struggling. I was not good enough to put myself out there, you know? But that was because I was struggling with so much other stuff. So it's, I think, you know, and it's time. It's never too late, right? So eventually I'll be transferring over my videos to YouTube and try to go live there. And, Brenda, thank you. I mean, you've seen, even though you're, you know, younger and stuff, you remember what it was. I was the only one that I didn't have kids at the time. She was young. She didn't have kids either. But I said, I'm going to finish school. And I had all these plans. And then I got pregnant with my daughter. And things changed, you know. I did not do exactly what I had set out to do. But you know what? That wasn't what I was supposed to be doing. And I had to just keep telling myself that. Yes, the Brighter Foundation is an awesome incentive for November. And I was talking about that at the beginning of the video. The money will go to women in India, Indonesia, and Guatemala to help empower women entrepreneurs in those countries. Yes, you live and learn with everything. And it's not that there's anything wrong with, you know, having a husband that helps you financially or whatever, but it's just having your own, you know, doing your own thing and feeling good about yourself because of it. So I know I need to open up my page to the public, but I haven't done it yet. So my live is public and people share and stuff like that. But I think the reason why I haven't connected with more people and it's not broad is because I haven't opened up my page. I'm almost positive that that's why. And that's the thing. See, like 55, like it doesn't matter when you start. When I was in school, there were girls just coming out of high school. And then there were other women that were in the corporate world. And they decided, you know what, I want to go to cosmetology school. So I'm going to try it. One was a cop. She had retired. And she went to school and she discovered her passion for doing hair. And we all connected for the same thing. Like, we all had the same love of, beautifying people and helping them with self-esteem and whatever it was, whatever the reason was, we all had that connection, right? But we all came from different areas. Even though I've known since I was in like first, second grade that this is what I wanted to do, some people didn't. They knew that they enjoyed doing it, but they didn't realize that this was something they would be passionate about. And I think she was about, I think she was like 45 when she went back to school and got her license. One of them she was like in her 60s and she came back and got it. So it's never too late. You do it when you feel like it's right and it's what's going to work for you. And like you said, Tammy, you have your own business. This is a second business for you. This is something in addition to what you already do. So, and that's what I'm trying to tell people. Like, I don't want people to join me and join my team if this is not something that they truly want to do. Like, I want them to want to do it. I want them to want to be involved, even if they don't want to eventually have their own team. Just join me because it's a great thing to be involved with, Yes, it's time for a change, and I'm blessed to have found Limelight and getting to meet ladies like you. And so you started in January, so you've obviously seen a lot of growth from when you first started to now. And like it's funny because I've told this story before, but my sponsor is one of my childhood friends, and she asked me about Limelight in May. She wanted my opinion. She wanted to know if I knew about Limelight because she wanted to jump into it and she wasn't sure if it was like legit and whatever. So I remember being really tired and I was like, oh, let me just check it out. So I immediately go to Instagram. I already knew the name Alcone because I'm in the industry, so I already knew. And I looked it up and I got back to her immediately and I was like, yeah, it's official. They're just a branch from Alcone, direct marketing and the reason for it happening, all that stuff. And she jumped on. But I did not consider doing it for myself, even though the whole purpose of them creating Limelight was for the makeup artist, to give back to the makeup artist who's always recommending Alcone, right? Who's referring clients to Alcone for us to benefit. Never even dawned on me to get into it until one day in July. It was like July 26th, 25th or something like that. And I just started seeing it a little more often. I think it was after Palooza. I saw a difference in Marianne's face, like the softness in her face, her talking differently. I started seeing a change. And then I started seeing makeup artists that I've been following for years get into it. And these are like TV and film, makeup artists. These are people, reputable makeup artists talking about the company, not because they're selling the products, because they're using the products. They believe in them. And it was just happening like back to back. And I was like, why am I seeing this everywhere? It was just one of those things like, what is that? And that was it. Like, that was all I needed. I saw, and the last person I saw, Tammy, was Danessa Merrick's, who I think at Palooza, they had announced the collaboration with her. And that sealed the deal. Like, that was the last person I had heard about. And I have been a huge Danessa Merrick's fan. I was doing creative makeup challenges on my Instagram, and I reached out to her because at the makeup show, I purchased some of her pigments, which I've used on my looks. Let me not knock all my stuff down. So these are her pigments, her metals, and these are her metals right here. And I had purchased I think it was 4 or 5 for myself. And then I'm like, oh man, I should have gotten some for my challenge winners, right? I left. It was so packed. I was like, I'm not going back over there. I'm just gonna go back later or whatever. And then on my way home, I said, you know what? Let me message her or one of the girls that was working the station and just see if I can still get the discount from the makeup show after the show. And so I did that. So I messaged the girl. She was like, oh, just hit her up. You know, she's awesome. She'll probably do it without a problem. Just send her a DM. So I did, and I explained why I wanted them, about my challenges and all that. And when she had a chance to respond, she did. And she got my information, and she ended up sending me all the colors that I wanted for free. She sponsored my makeup challenge. So I was able to give away the pigments without coming out of pocket. So that was just another reason why I loved her. It had nothing to do, that wasn't like the only reason, but that was one of the main things. So she basically helped me make my final decision on joining. Then I contacted Marianne and I had a conversation with her, and she was just like, okay. And she didn't know that I was definitely going to do it. And then the next day I told her to check her green room, and here I am. So I'm talking, and I know you guys, I don't know if you guys hear or if I froze. Did I lose you? Hold on. Let me swipe it away and swipe it back to see. Okay. So you are still here. But that was my story. That was why I ended up connecting and joining Light. I never thought I would do network marketing, direct marketing, especially as a makeup artist. I feel like a lot of them feel like they would be a sellout by doing something like this, or like, what? I'm not gonna direct marketing. Like, why would I do something like that? But this just made sense, and it's not like other people didn't ask me about doing network marketing. I just never connected with it. I connect with this because I already knew about the makeup and the skincare. Yeah, I never tried it. So worst case scenario, I invest, I have extra skincare, extra makeup. Like, what's the worst thing that can happen? I'm always spending money on, not like I even have money like that, but the little bit that I do get, that it goes back into my business, because this is what I do. So it was a win-win, right? For me. Some people would think maybe that wouldn't work for them, but if you're already trying to get the stuff, then why not go the extra mile and try to create your own business? Like, what do you have to lose? You will go far with this. And I appreciate that. I mean, I've been saying it. I've been trying to be consistent. But I really think listening to her today, listening to her message, it did something. It really made something like snap and say, you know what? I'm going to come on here. And I don't care about what other people, if you don't like, and you don't have to follow, and you can even unfriend me. Like, that's perfectly fine. But I'm not going to keep thinking, oh man, I'm going to always post about this and people are going to get tired of it, because it does get annoying, right? Like when you come off spammy, but I don't feel like I am being spammy. I'm just sharing like I always share. I'm just going to share a little bit more. So, yeah, today was just something. And I didn't watch both of her. And okay, I'm still here. I'm just trying to, yeah, hold on. Okay, I'm back. I think it's a sign. It's one of those things like, all right, chick, you've been on here for a long time. I think it's time to just get off. You're not doing any looks. You're just talking. I can be a chatterbox. Sometimes. Continue doing your thing. Can you see me clear now? Like, am I back? Oh, and did you notice I took off the black? Because it's November and I wanted to make it a little more lighten it up again. Oh, thank you so much, Tammy. And like I said, when I get off, I'm definitely going to be following you back. So, I'm glad that you came on and you told me so that I can do that. This was nice. It's always nice to speak to different people and see a different perspective, especially because you've been watching. But I'll let you go and do your nightly regimen. Enjoy it. And, I'm not gonna sign off just yet. I have Karina on here who has been religiously coming on also and being extremely supportive. So, but Tammy, I'm definitely gonna be following you as well, and we'll chat soon for sure. Now, Karina, like you've been on like every single time I come on, and it's really helpful because I can't stand talking to myself. I know I have to get used to doing shorter videos at least. Like more often. I want to try to do a little bit more. Awesome sleep week. Good night, everyone. Good night. Good night, Tammy. I got it. I got what you meant. Don't you hate that when you write something, you're like, oh my God, and it takes forever for the person watching, actually doing the live to read the comment. So it's like, you don't know how long it's going to take, and you just feel stupid because you just wrote something wrong because it's spell check or pressing like the wrong button. What time is this? 11:24. I have to clean my face too and start getting myself ready for nighttime. But I do want to try and send out some samples. So it would be nice if I can, I should do like a random, pick a random. But I have these. So far, I only got the Skin Polish, Calm Balm, and Must Do samples. And I think I shared it the other day. So these are the samples. And then it's a little booklet that'll come with it. Oh, and it says, for beautiful you. And it has 3 different, I know I shared it, but I'm going to share it again. So you have normal to combination, normal to dry, normal to oily, normal to dry, and then it's like the routine, right? So you have the morning routine and the night routine for people that don't necessarily know and want to know. And then it just says a little bit about Limelight in the back. So it's really cute. So if you would like something like this, Karina, inbox me your info and I will send it to you. So the Must Do is the oil that you see me put on when I do my my foundation, and how you can mix it with the foundation and create a BB cream. And then the Calm Balm is for normal to sensitive, but I have used the Calm Balm on mosquito bites too. And then the Skin Polish is the face mask for all skin types. So it's not a harsh exfoliant. It has like a light. It has like a very light thing. But Skin Polish is like amazing for now. So send me, inbox me your address, and I will send you these little goodies. Since you have been, supporting me ever since you discovered my page, and I truly do appreciate it. And that's the whole purpose, right? That's what samples are for. They gotta be used. But I wanted to go to people that are gonna use them. So yeah, make sure you send me that. I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna clean my face and get some sleep. Tomorrow is Friday, and I think I want to come back on and do a fun look tomorrow. Like, not just a makeup look. I think I want to come on and do something I don't know, like one of the looks from my list. I think I might do that tomorrow. Not a scary look, you know, like something cute maybe, or a lip bar or something like that. But I'm going to do that, and then maybe I'll put a post letting everybody know what time I'm going to come on. So, good nights for now. Hi, Marianne. I'm signing off. I was on for a really long time. So you can watch the replay. I'm actually going to check out yours when I'm done cleaning my face too. So, good night. Good night, Karina. And don't forget to message me. Send me an inbox message. And to any replay viewers, I hope you enjoyed. I shared a lot. And if you made it this far, thanks. That means that you either fast forwarded it, which is fine. But if you did fast forward just to get to the end, you could check out the middle if you want to know a little bit more about me. Yeah, I'm not getting notifications. Oh, that's so weird. Maybe you have to reset the app. Try resetting the app. But I'll text you because I'm going to get off now. I have to, like, really clean this face. I'm a little hot, too. So, good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Mwah. And I'll see you soon.